One town trying to crack down on illegal immigration is being taken to federal court today. Last year, Hazleton, Pennsylvania passed the Illegal Immigration Relief Act. Now, under the law, fines are imposed on businesses that hire undocumented workers and landlords who rent to them. The trial has thrust Hazleton into the middle of a national debate over what to do about millions of illegal immigrants in the U.S. Brent Wilkes opposes Hazleton's tough anti-immigrant laws. He's the executive director of the League of United Latin American Citizens. Dan Stein is the executive director for the Federation for American Immigration Reform, and he believes illegal immigrants pose a real risk to American security. Brent, let me begin with you. Court papers filed in this case showed illegal immigrants committed at least 47 crimes since last spring, made up 1/3 of the drug arrests. Why shouldn't this town be able to crack down?
They should crack down on people who break the law, but they shouldn't confuse one class of people with another. If you've broken the law, whether you're here legally, illegally, or somewhere in between, you should be paying the penalty and you should be forced to go to jail. But if you're just here in an undocumented status and you're working hard and you're raising your family and you're contributing to the economy of Hazleton, there's no reason to include them in this crackdown unless you're just trying to lash out at the entire Hispanic population, which is exactly what Hazleton's doing.
What's the other side of the argument?
That's a ludicrous statement. First of all, I want to salute Mayor Barletta for taking the initiative on this important case. But, you know, people like Brent Wilkes and Lou Lack are trying to say when it comes to immigration law at the state and local level, the law just doesn't matter. I can't think of any area of law in this country where we're told the state and local officials have no rights to enforce law as long as it's consistent with the federal scheme, and that's what's at stake in this case.
Well, what about what Brent says? I mean, one of the plaintiffs in this case is a legal Mexican-American couple who closed their grocery store in Hazleton because they said the crackdown essentially killed their business. So isn't that sort of the far-reaching consequence? It is hurting people who are legal immigrants.
Look, the whole system we have as a nation is built on respect for the rule of law. And everybody in this country, you, me, U.S. citizens, have a responsibility to respect the law. Either we're going to have immigration laws enforced in this country or we're not. And there are strong, powerful economic forces here that want to exploit illegal aliens that fight any kind of immigration enforcement. And that's what we see now in Hazleton. There's a lot at stake here.
The mayor of Hazleton says that these illegal immigrants are essentially destroying the way of life in this town. They're responsible for a lot of crime in that town. Why not hold businesses accountable? Why not hold landlords accountable? They shouldn't be doing that.
Well, the mayor has failed to provide real proof of that. In fact, you know, he's shown that some crime has been committed by undocumented immigrants. There's a lot of crime being committed by people that are here legally or that are U.S. citizens. The fact is, you should punish people who break the law. But those immigrants also have built up his town. He's had tremendous increase in productivity in the town. They've had rising property values. They've had a growing economy. That's because of the hard work of immigrants coming to his town and contributing to the economy and growing that town. So they're doing well, and they're helping him. In fact, he touted this up until last year when finally he decided to go after the immigrants. The fact is the target is to make Hispanics feel unwelcome. And that's why they're impacting the ones that are legally here and that are U.S. citizens. And
it has to do with people who respect the U.S. law. And what's at stake here is either we're going to enforce the laws of this country or we are not.
All right. Well, Brent Wilkes, Dan Stein, this is a hot debate, the trial going on or the hearings going on right now. We're going to have more on this later in the show.